Hello, it's Stephanie. Welcome to Coffee Paper Scissors. Today I'm going to be making a tag, and I had hoped I would make like 3 tags or something like that. I've been working on prepping for this tag for probably 2 hours, so I'm thinking 1 tag, because that's all I've prepped for. I went ahead and did most of the things that would take me forever, and we'll just put it together. I have inspiration for this tag. It is this. Isn't that cute? So I thought we would give it a try with the things that I have on hand. So what I've started out with is I have these tags that I found at a thrift store. Let's see here real quick. I found at a yard sale quite a while back. So they're these. So what I did was I took and I sewed down one side, and then I took the other one and I sewed down one side. Well, I made sure that they were, the sides that went together. Of course, you could do it either way, but I sewed down one side, and I made sure that I was leaving the nice looking stitch, the top stitch, on the top of each side. After I did that, I took the two, I put them together, and I sewed around here. Okay. So now it opens like this, but it looks like, it's all stitched together. I wanted stitching on it, but I didn't want to stitch it and then glue them. I didn't want to glue 2 stitched things together, so I figured this would work. And so I didn't use any glue at all here. I just held them. So there's that. Let's see. I want to go ahead and do a little bit of gluing here, and I'm going to put them under my mat because these are coffee dyed cardstock and they're a little bumpy, so I want to go ahead and glue them down and then put them underneath here so that they're, being flattened a little bit. So I'm going to do that. Let's see, I think I'll use art glitter glue if it comes out. I haven't used it in a couple days, so hopefully it comes out okay. I don't want to get it so close to the edge that it gets everywhere, but maybe if I go right along the stitching. I went ahead and stitched around this image and this image. This image came from one of the books I took apart. I probably should have inked around that image before I glued it down there. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and just get the edge. Oops. Do you ever dab your lid instead of your actual ink? So I had a busy Saturday. I haven't been able to do any crafting since Friday. I'm going to go ahead and just ink this since it's out and I'm just talking anyway. So I went to a wedding reception on Friday, but it was more than 2 hours from home, 2 hours, 20 minutes maybe. It was a long drive. So we had to, get ready for all of that and leave. So I got to do a little bit of crafting on Friday morning, but that was about it. And then I got home around 9:30 or something like that Friday night. And I thought, well, I'll get a little bit of yard work done on Saturday and then I'll craft for the rest of the day. Oh gosh. So one of our trees has dropped all of its leaves, but the other 2 haven't. So It's like, well, at least I'll get a head start. You know, I won't be killing myself all in one day if I do it this way. So I went out and I did that. I raked up all the leaves from the one tree. And that, you know, actually took me, I would say maybe 2 hours. And then I decided, hey, you know, that wasn't too bad. And I think I got out there at around 9:30 and I thought, well, I'll take a shower. I'll have the rest of the day. It'll be great. And then I thought, no, we have a basement that's like it's a finished basement. So there's bedrooms and living space and all that down there. And it has those egress windows. Well, on one side of the house, the leaves fall down in there. And generally each summer or fall, just depending, but once a year, I try to get down in there and get all of the leaves out and then clean the windows. Well, I haven't done that. It's been like probably 2 years. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a long time. So, but I decided, well, that won't take me too long. It took me longer to clean out those windows. You know, they're kind of deep down in there. They're like, I would say 3.5 feet, maybe something like that. I don't think they're 4 feet, but they could be. Anyway, it took me longer to do the 3 windows. And I decided, you know, while I'm down there, I cleaned the windows and the screens and all of that. I was so tired. I finally was finished and got cleaned up at around, I think, 2:30. I was so tired. I was like, I'm not going to my craft room. I don't want to go to my craft room. I don't want to do anything. My husband said, let's go get dinner. Okay. And he had been working also. He took on painting, which you might think, what? No, I have so much painting to do that any help I can get on it, because generally I am the one who does it all. I was like, no, I will rake and you paint. So he took one of the doors that we're painting and sanded it and got it all prepped, which takes forever. It's a 6-panel door. I don't know if I was in camera down here. Sorry about that. Anyway, he sanded it and everything and prepped it. That takes forever and it gets you filthy. And it was a finished door, like it had stain and like a shellac on it. So it was a lot of work. And then he painted it. And we were finished with our work right at about the same time. So we went for an early dinner. I hadn't even really eaten lunch. I just kind of worked through lunch. And we went and we had dinner. We were like I don't know. I had hoped they would give us like the senior discount, you know, for eating so early. No, but they didn't. Anyway, we were home and sitting on our butts on the TV or on the couch in front of the TV at probably 4:30, and just worn out, fell asleep, just tired. And then of course Sundays are always really busy for me, so I didn't get any crafting done on Sunday. So this morning I was like, I'll just do a quick tag or 3. Yeah. No quickness about it, that's for sure. Okay, so what I want to do, their tag has like handwriting type stamp on it. I do have a stamp like that, but the only ink that I have, whoopsie, that's similar to this is this ink pad. And the stamp that I have with the cursive writing on it won't fit. So what I found instead was this. I have this stamp. And I have practiced a little bit, so hopefully it's not a total disaster. This ink pad is kind of funky. I like it and I don't like it. I have to make sure I have it upside down, or the right side up. There are words on it, and that's the only way I can tell. I can only very slightly read music. Oh, okay, I need to move it so that it fits. Yeah, but this ink is kind of a sticky ink. It's weird. I hope I don't have too much on there because I can't just redo it. Let's see, where do I want it? I'm just going to do here. And we're going to cross our fingers that it's going to turn out okay. That didn't turn out okay. It's all right though. That's going to be kind of covered anyway. I'll make sure I push a little harder. I was afraid that I would goop it up too much. That's better. Yeah, a lot of it will be covered, so it's okay. This is just kind of a background design. I almost dropped it. Let me see, I'm going to get a little bit more ink. Yeah, when I go to clean off the stamps, when I use these ink pads, Portafolia Gifted Memories, they're like, I don't know, sticky-ish. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go right over it. And I could have done this before, but I wanted you to see, and that's why I didn't. And then I'm just going to try and get up in here. I don't know if that's actually got anything on it anymore, but a little bit. That's okay. And like I said, this is fine. Doesn't bother me a bit. So I'm just going to put that off to the side, and I'm going to worry about that when we're done. And this is drying. I'm going to try and keep my fingers off of it. Try and do a little bit of inking. Yeah, I have such a list of things that I want to get done, but I want to do this. It's hard. It's hard to, when you're kind of slow at what you're doing, you know. I know people are always like, you're not slow, but if it takes me all day long to do one tag, I feel like that's kind of slow. I don't know, that's just me. I don't know. It's hard to get a lot of the other necessities done. It's very hard. And I don't want to. I just don't want to. I'll probably put a stamp on the back of this just for a little bit of interest. And I also might just ink on it a little bit. I don't know if it's actually doing anything. I think it is. It's doing a little bit, and that's good. That's enough. I might do a little bit on the front as well. So there's a little bit darker here and there. And since this is going to be grungy Christmas. It's because the paper is so heavily coffee dyed. I figure this is fine to darken it down a little bit. Okay, set that aside. So there's that. And luckily I stamped on the right side. I didn't make sure. Okay, so then I want to put just a little border of decoration, like something down here. So I'm thinking maybe I need a pencil. I don't know if that's like, it's about 3/4 of an inch. Let's see. And let's mark it there. I know you're probably not, I'm trying to get you in camera. Okay, and then we'll glue this down. I could put it like within the stitching, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I can actually draw stitching back onto it if I want. It landed the right way. Yay! Stood up to see if I was doing it right. Okay. So now I have, I was gifted by Kim some of these bags, and I thought, oh, I want to make an envelope out of this because I think it'll look good on here. And so I just did my, envelope punch. And then I thought, well, I want it to look like it has sewing on it. So I took it and I sewed here and here and here, and I sewed it here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and, I think I'll go ahead and do I need to ink. And it's really, really thin paper. The little punch on the envelope maker, it didn't punch through it real easily. I had to go around it with scissors, but that was fine. I'm just gonna ink the parts that are showing. Okay. So my son, I told you he moved out. He's been out since Wednesday, and he's doing good. I get a phone call every now and then about something, that he doesn't know what something means or how to do something and that sort of thing. So that's good. He knows Mama was or is a source of information. She's not just, I don't know, a cook or a maid. She might actually know something, maybe one thing, I don't know. But I'm really proud of him for what he's doing. He's only 19, so I don't know. I mean, I was out, but I was going to school, so it wasn't like I was, I had a job and supporting myself that way. I had student loans and I was supporting myself that way. So when I was in college, I'm not like saying we were so poor that my parents couldn't feed us or anything like that, but there was no money for college. And, you know, we were fed and clothed and had a roof over our head, and we had a vehicle to drive, and, you know, we had everything we needed, but there was no money for college. So if we were going to college, we had to figure that out on our own. And so I did. And my mom was like, yes, I'll co-sign for the loan, but Stephanie, I cannot pay that loan back, and all of that kind of thing. So I was like, I understand, Mom, I understand. And so I did it all myself and worked and all of that. So, you know, I'm proud of him for doing that. Trying, at least, you know, at his age. Like I said, when you're going to school, it's a little different because you're having assistance generally by a loan or financial aid that's granted, you know, to you, or your parents can afford to help you, and you're doing it in that manner. But that he's trying to, you know, pay for everything and just be responsible on his own at his age is, you know, it's good. I think it's good for him. I'm proud of him for it, is all I'm trying to say in a roundabout way. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. This is always one of the hard things, is knowing where to put the glue and where not to put the glue. So I just want no glue up here and no glue here. So I think I'm going to make a line. Just kind of, so no glue in that area. And no glue in this area. Okay. College was so much cheaper back, and the one I went to was not a really expensive college. My daughter is starting to look at colleges, and the ones that she's showing us, I'm like, oh my gosh, did you know that if you choose this one over here, it's a third of the price, and they have the same program. Anyway, I'm like, whatever, I don't know. I'm not sure what we'll do as far as all that goes, but she has really good grades, so we're hoping she gets some scholarships based on that, but, you know, you never know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Got a little bit of time, but not that much. It all goes so fast, you know. She's in her junior year. She's got to kind of decide where she's going to go, because she wants to go. Colton didn't really want to, which is fine. Totally fine. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then I have, this is my little makeshift poinsettia. I have this paper punch. It's an EK Success. I don't know if you can see those numbers on there. If you want to try and look it up, you can. Hello, there it is. So anyway, there's that. And I punched out 2, and then I took them and kind of bent them a little bit to give them a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to ink, and I bought some of that Inka Gold stuff, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on these, just for fun. I haven't used it yet. I mean, I tried it on some scrap paper, but I haven't actually done any permanent anything with it, so. And then I just want a little bit on that crease that I put in there, I think. I don't know. And hopefully I'm not being too you know, light with it. I want it to show up. Hopefully you guys can see it. I don't want it to be too heavy or too light. I just added a little bit more. Okay, the other one. It's funny because I just, I've seen people use these and I remember thinking, oh, those are really pretty, but you know, I don't know that I would use them. And then I thought, oh, I want to use it on this Christmas journal. And then I'm like, what is that stuff called? I don't remember. See, I don't know, maybe I put too much. So now I need to put just a little bit in the center. And I want to put some, I think, on the leaves as well. I think. I don't know. I just cut these leaves out, and let me tell you, I went through a lot of paper getting a somewhat usable shape. Okay, I think I'm gonna give it a little bit of a bend. And then a little bit of just on the edge, maybe not as much as I did on the flower. Some of it's going to be underneath the flower, so I don't have to do the whole thing. It does dry really quick if you guys haven't used it yet. Like, it sticks to your finger, dries onto your finger really fast. Okay, I don't know if I should do it right in the center, but I'm gonna. Yeah, it like dries on there so quickly. I could put a little bend going to. Do I want to? Is that the right way, or did I want it this way? I don't know. It's a funky looking leaf. That is a funky looking leaf. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. And see, it's dried onto my finger. It's okay though. And then I'm just gonna put a dab of glue and close it this time. So because I bent the petals a little bit, it gives it just a slight amount of dimension, but not enough that it's gonna cause like a huge problem in the spine. Okay, I'm gonna take some gold brads to make a center. And I need my little punch. So I'm just gonna put some holes. I'm just going for it. And hopefully I didn't put them too close together. Might have. Not too bad. Okay, and then we're gonna stick them underneath like that, I think. So a little bit of glue. I'll leave that one there. Okay. There's all those brads on there. Hot glue might have been the right thing to use, but I think it'll, if I just hold it for a second, it should be fine. Okay, let me get the little journaling cards out from underneath here. So in this one, I wanted to put this. So there's Santa getting off the sleigh, and it fits down in here. I wanted to put on it this, and I was going to add a couple of brads on it too for some decoration. Normally I would sew it, but I didn't want to bring my sewing machine over here. My desk is a mess and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I thought, well, instead of sewing, we'll do a couple of brads and that'll be cute. And, you know, it'll kind of go with the poinsettia. I can see the spot from the back side, but can I get to it from the front? Okay, I got it. So I'm going to put the brads here. And actually, let me put a little bit of glue. I'm going to go ahead and use the art glitter glue. I'm going to put a little bit of glue just around the holes. I keep losing my image. It closed on me that time. I don't think I still need the image. Let's see. I'm gonna go this way with them. It's not wanting to turn for me very easily. And then I'll cover up the back side with the glue. If you guys can hear that rattle, I'm sorry. My washing machine is going and I'm not sure what it's rattling, so I'm really sorry if you guys can hear that, but there's something in my craft room that's rattling because of my washing machine. Okay. All right, so that goes in there. And then I have this guy that I wanted to put here in the side, but I wanted to put a little thing on it also. So I figured I'd use the same just to tie it in. Yeah, that rattling is really frustrating, so I'm really sorry if you can hear it. Okay, it just stopped. Okay. Okay, so that goes in here. And then I have a piece of fabric to go up in the top. Perhaps if I can get it through. I never know how long to make these. And then sometimes it's really hard to get them pulled through. And then to know what to pull to get it to tighten without tearing anything. Okay, let me see if I can spin that around. I like that it's like kind of loose-ish. I like that. And then I think what I'm gonna do is this on them. And then just kind of rough it up a little bit. So my day is a third over. It's almost lunchtime. And I completed one tag. Yay! It's cute though. Oh, I did want to punch something on the back though. I mean stamp. I have these stamps and I just thought it'd be cute to do the do not open till Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to be able to now though because I have this. I'm afraid it's going to goof it up really bad. Maybe if I do it over and to the side. Let me see how that feels. Possibly. Do I do it? I'm afraid I should have done it before. I'm going to leave it because I like the tag and I don't want to goof it up. All right. So there you go, you guys. Thanks, Pinterest, for the inspiration. I don't remember what the name of that, what do you call it? That Pinterest page? I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, thank you for that. And I hope you guys like it. And I will see you soon. Bye.